Hey there, wisdom seekers. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, it's summertime, which means it's time for fun, it's time for travel. My husband and I actually just got back from a trip. You probably know that if you've seen some of my pictures that we've been on vacation. We've been in Iceland and we had a fantastic time. But even on my vacation, I'm always thinking about our community. And one of the things that occurred to me is that summer is fun for travel if you're prepared, but for many, it's a time of stress because they can't figure out how to take their family on vacation without breaking the budget. Well, during this trip, I came up with what I'm calling travel wisdoms that I'm going to be sharing with you. So get your pen and get ready. Before we get started, I want to tell you a little bit about my story. When my husband and I first got married, neither of us made very much money. But we decided that we would live on one income, take the other income and save for our retirement, to travel, to give to charity, and we still do that until this day. Now, I can remember early in our marriage traveling on a serious budget. There were times when we would book a hotel room, have one bed, and all four of us would sleep in that one bed. But guess what? We focused on time together instead of all the stuff. So let's dive into how I can help you travel without breaking your budget. Since we're talking about travel this month, I thought we'd do things a little differently and have a little bit of fun. My producer's here in my office with me today, and she's going to be asking questions about travel, and I'm going to give you some travel wisdoms. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's dive in.
Okay, so the first question, how much can you actually save by planning ahead or preparing for a vacation ahead of time?
I can't stress enough how planning ahead makes a huge difference. My husband has a birthday coming up this September. I've been planning for that birthday for over 11 months. And guess what? When I get there, everything's paid for, planned everything out. And I save probably 20 to 25% by booking early. So I will tell you that I don't necessarily know if there's a magic number to it, but planning ahead will certainly keep you from overspending and make sure that you are prepared once you get there. And many times you can already have that trip paid for.
Okay, ready for your next question?
I am.
So this one's about packing light and baggage fees. What are some smart ways people can avoid overspending while traveling?
First of all, my husband and I, we never pay baggage fees. We have a rule that we have followed for the over 30 years of our marriage and travel. If we're going somewhere for under 2 weeks, we have one carry-on and personal item each. If it's more than 2 weeks, we'll have one check luggage, always under 50 pounds, personal item, carry on for each of us. And we have stuck with that because we don't believe in giving the airlines money, and it's money that we could be using actually spending on our vacation, and you shouldn't do that either. So learn how to pack light. I have tricks that I use personally that keep me on that under the 50 pounds. If I'm going on a 2-week trip and think I need 14 outfits, I take 11 or 12 because there's always 1 or 2 outfits that you never use and it never fails. So learn how to pack light. If you don't know how to do it, get somebody to help you because you can save a lot of money simply on baggage fees. And remember, baggage fees, paying baggage fees, it's a poor money habit. And we're trying to develop wealthy money habits.
I want to ask you about cruising options.
Okay.
So is a cruise more economical than flying to, would you say, multiple cities or countries?
Absolutely, I think so. But first, I want to tell you that I used to be this huge cruise snob. I didn't take my first cruise until 8 years ago. And one of the things that I realized immediately is that cruising is a great way to see the world. Because on one trip, you can see several destinations. And guess what? You don't have to do any planning. They got it all laid out for you. Your food is laid out. Your hotel room is laid out. And if you're smart, you'll book all of your excursions before you get on the ship because there's always a discount. And I love a good discount. So cruising is an excellent way to see the world. And if you have kids, it's even better because they have all of their activities planned out as well. So absolutely, I believe that cruising is a better option than flying to several different destinations. So give it a try if you've never tried it before.
Okay, Teresa, ready for the next question?
I am.
We're going to talk a little bit about checking into hotels. Weekday check-ins, do they really save more money than checking in at the end of the week?
Absolutely. Most people don't realize it, but Friday is the most expensive day of the week to check into a hotel domestically. And why is that? It's because you are competing with all those weekend travelers. If your schedule is flexible, just moving your check-in to Thursday, possibly checking out on a Monday, will save you up to 20%. And if you're super flexible, check in on a Sunday and check out on Wednesday and see how much money you save. So you can absolutely save a tremendous amount of money by adjusting that check-in and check-out date.
So, Teresa, I want to ask you about road trips. Would you recommend a road trip for like a family of 4?
Absolutely. Road trips are a great way, of course, as you know, to bond with your family. But it's also a great way for everybody to get involved in the process. When our kids were young, we used to love road trips. We'd get out a map, kind of decide where we wanted to go. They would map along the way places that we were going to stop. We had a great time. And I Googled just games you can play in your car. Fantastic. So road trips are a great way to see, certainly the U.S., beautiful places. It allows you a lot of flexibility because you can stop along the way. You can get your kids involved in making snacks. You can find fun things to do. You can take pictures. So road trips, fantastic. And it's a great way to save money. You can control a budget much, much better on a road trip than you can buying tickets, going to the airport, buying food, buying drinks, and doing all of that. It's all controlled because you can take a lot of it with you. So if you haven't taken a road trip lately, give it a try this summer and let me know what you think.
So, Teresa, can we talk a little bit about reward travel?
Absolutely.
Do you think that using rewards has any significant impact on saving money while traveling?
I do. If you've got a credit card, and I know that you do, you've got some sort of travel incentive associated with that card. Let me give you an example. I just came back from a trip, as you know, and I have a friend that used her reward points to pay for an international round-trip ticket. I personally, a couple of years ago, used reward points to pay for 2 luxury suites to take my godchildren on vacation. So absolutely, it makes a difference. And I will tell you this, that if you are going to use a credit card, make it work for you. You know, get something out of it other than the high interest payments that you're going to be making. So use those cards. And if you're unsure, get with your credit card company. Find out, do a little bit of research. And it may mean that you switch your credit cards because credit card companies are extremely competitive when it comes to reward points. So get out there and find some travel points. Well, that's it. So, you know, that means it's time for your wealth work. This month, I want you to focus on your next trip. I want you to go ahead and plan out your budget. The most important, figure out how much money you're going to be spending. Decide who's going with you, where you're going to be staying, what that trip's going to be, what it's going to look like. Is it active? Is it wellness? Figure all that out now. And guess what? It doesn't have to be this summer. You could be planning for next year like I did for my husband's birthday. You could be planning something for Christmas holidays. Doesn't matter. Start planning now so that you can not break the bank. And if you get stuck, send me a direct message. Maybe I can help, because I'm here for you. And together, I'm going to help you travel, save for retirement, and not break the bank. See you soon. Thanks for tuning in. And while you're here, I'd like to ask for your help. My passion is helping people like you reach financial freedom. And it's even more exciting when I can do it for free. And here's the thing. Platforms like this remain free to our community when you like and share with friends and family. So it's simple. All I need for you to do is like the episode you just saw, set your notifications, and then share with friends and family who could benefit. See you soon.